Good morning, everybody, and welcome to video one for this Saturday morning. Here's a shocker. You guys aren't going to believe this. There's only going to be 2 videos today because these videos take a lot of time to do, and I am working with Steph the Alterner today. We're doing a live at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so unfortunately, I only have time for 2 videos. So let's jump in and cover, shall we? Let's go. My son was driving down the road in the rain and saw this tiny little puppy. It had a collar on. It came running up to him, so he scooped it up. They went to the emergency vet to have it, checked for a chip. And of course, this poor little baby wasn't microchipped. He did not know what to do with the dog. It was bad weather. The shelters are closed. And I told him, I said, this dog belongs to somebody. This is a fully grown, like 12-pound, 15-pound, little tiny black dog. Why wouldn't you microchip it? So he brought it to us. It spent the night in Finn's old crate. Finn was very unhappy, very jealous. I thought he'd like to have a playmate in the house, but apparently not. The poor little dog tried to get Finn interested, wanted to play. Finn wanted nothing to do with it. So right now the dog is in my house while I try to find a home. I posted all over Facebook trying to find, its owner. But here's just a little video for you. Look at this. How's it going, Finn? He's walking too with his treat in his mouth. You see that? Oh my goodness. Come on, Finn. Finn. Come on. Come on. Woo, getting your exercise this morning. It was pointed out by my husband that somebody could have put the dog out, but I just don't believe it because the dog is potty trained. It doesn't chew on anything, and I haven't heard it bark once. It is the quietest little dog. This was somebody's pet that got loose. Please, people, microchip your animals. This dog would have been reunited with its owner last night had it been microchipped. All right, let's move on to our story now. We're going to start off with just giving you a little background information in case you're one of those people that really doesn't know what happened. Meghan Markle suddenly, out of the blue, launched an Instagram account for her American Riviera Orchard Montecito. I'm saying that slowly because I want to make sure I say it correctly. Now, the weird thing is there was no warning, and she launched it right during the Diana Awards. Literally, as William was walking up to the podium, she decided to launch. And that's why she launched it, to overshadow. Unfortunately, she also overshadowed Harry on that day and Diana and her legacy. But I don't think she really cared about that. But here's the problem. She launched without being ready because she was so badly wanting to overshadow William. Her trademark was not in place. She has no products to sell. She doesn't have a chef, nothing. Okay. So the first thing she did for this was send out, we already know, all these ridiculous jars of jam. She sent supposedly 50 jars out, and only like 8 or 9 people put up Instagram posts saying, look at my friend Megan's jam, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so number one, we don't know she actually sent 50 jars out. Just because she numbered them 1 through 50 doesn't mean that she did. Number two, I was looking for one of those certificates. If she supposedly made this in her kitchen, there should be a certificate saying her kitchen passed, cleanliness and you know what I'm saying. She never got one of those. Number three, the jam doesn't have a list of ingredients on it, so you don't know what's in it, so you can have an allergic reaction. Number four, she even got her friends to release during royal events like Nacho, who released these images of a raspberry jam and some dog biscuits right before Trooping the Color, because I think in her mind she actually thought she could overshadow Princess Catherine, which of course didn't happen. And then people came out and said, well, she didn't tell him when to release that. She had nothing to do with it. Oh, give me a break. She absolutely told Nacho when to release that stuff. You think Nacho just decided to release those images right before Trooping the Color? Give me a break. She hasn't really done anything but put out this weird video that shows her running around her house like she's a ghost and sending jam to people. Other than that, she's done absolutely nothing. But what she has done is apply for her trademark, and that's where the issues are coming into now. Just like with some of her other ventures, her trademark has hit a snag. She sought to trademark American Riviera Orchard for international use ahead of apparently a full-scale launch, which isn't taking place until next year. But in July, 4 months after requesting it, apparently a number of quote-unquote irregularities needed to be corrected. Who the hell is working with her? Because these people don't know what they're doing. It's being reported that the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office notified Harry and Meghan's lawyers of issues, including incorrect classification of things like picnic baskets, recipe books, and yoga blankets. I'm not kidding. And the agency said there are fees that are due to various bodies around the world to register, which total about $11,500. This is where it gets really weird. So, of course, somebody that's close to the Sussexes claimed that, yes, they have received several notices, but this is completely normal, and it's expected, and they've already fixed it, and they've already paid the fees. That's what they claimed. They're saying that they want to show Meghan as a beacon of inspiration, aspiration, and attainability. Supposedly, it's going to take about 8 months for all the applications to be examined and up to 14 months for them to be registered. So by next year, supposedly, they're going to be ready with the brand and the cookery show is going to come out and, blah, blah, blah. Here's the problem. The Netflix deal is supposedly dead by mid-next year. Now, they're claiming that Netflix is going to wait around to get something from them. I'm sorry, I think Netflix has pretty much done with everything with them. Reports are that Netflix has taken over all the executive roles and they're dealing with the designers, growers, retailers, wholesalers, etc., because Meghan couldn't do it. I'm sorry, that just doesn't pass the sniff test for me. Of course, somebody reached out to Netflix about all of this and they declined to comment on their deal with her. And of course, somebody reached out to Harry and Meghan, and they're not commenting either. So I don't know what's happening, but I think this is a last-ditch attempt to try to keep their deal. People, get your animals microchipped. All right, hit the like button, the subscribe button, hit the bell for all notifications, and then go down into the description box. You'll find the link to video number 2. Follow me on over. Let's go.